I recently did some website design research, checking out the websites of industry leaders, and noticed a big trend: gradient backgrounds. Maybe you've seen it too, and that's why you clicked on this video to learn how to create this popular look on your own Squarespace website. As a Squarespace authorized trainer with experience designing over 250 client websites, I'm here to show you exactly how to create this gradient look quickly and efficiently with no code. And as a bonus, you can stick around and I will also show you how to replicate a similar design to the gradient background and text effect featured on Jenna Kutcher's homepage. So if you're ready, let's dive right in.
Okay, so here we are on my own website. I'm going to show you first, of course, how to get that gradient background. If you already have your colors loaded into your website, that would be the best scenario here. If you don't have colors loaded in yet, you can go to Site Styles, the little paintbrush in the top right, and then enter your colors here and edit your palette to include your brand colors. The way we will be adding in this gradient, it will pull directly from your site colors in order to create the gradient. That way everything is cohesive and on brand. So you've got your colors added in. Let's add a new section to whatever page you want to create this gradient background. I'm going to go ahead and add a blank section. Then I will click this edit section button here. We'll go to background and then let's click on art. You'll see there's lots of different options here. They're kind of hard to tell the differences because the colors, it's combining two light colors. Let's click on this one and I'm going to click these little settings right here and I'm going to change this end color to a darker color. And there you can see it's as easy as that to create a gradient effect in the background of your Squarespace website. Let's play with the settings here a little bit though. If I go back into edit section, background, art, and scroll down to this one we selected, go back into the settings, I'm going to invert the colors. I kind of like the darker color up top. We can also play with the shape and size, so I can change where the darker color starts by moving this. It's very subtle, but you can see it right there. The end position, if I want more of that lighter color, I can move this threshold. The angle, if you'd rather have it more sideways, you can change this. Texture, if you want to pull it down, up, you can see it changes into the really weird texture. But there's all sorts of different settings here that you can play with. Go back. Another one that I like is this one right next to it. If we select this one and again change our start color. If I go back out of here, you can see when I move my mouse, the gradient follows my mouse, which is pretty cool. So again, to get that gradient background without code, you just add your section, go into edit section, background, art, and then you can choose any of these, but I like these two options the best for a great gradient background. Now, if you'd like to learn how to layer some of your content to create a design similar to Jenna's on her homepage, then let's dive into that. Again, if you want to have your brand colors, your brand fonts, I already have an image selected and uploaded to my site that I'm going to use for this, but you are going to want to have an image that doesn't have any background on it. So just the picture of you or whatever you are featuring in that image with no background. You can easily achieve this with pretty much any photo by using Canva and the background remover tool. So once you have your fonts, your colors, and your image ready to go, here we are on our page. Let's leave this gradient background in place. I'm going to add a block and let's add some text. Make it all caps. We will center the text, and what I'm going to do here, make it header 1, but I want it bigger. Jenna's text is bigger than this on her page, so what I'm going to do is click this button right here, the A with the brackets around it. That means the text will stretch to whatever size you create the text box. I'm going to center that. Let's give it We're going to give it a little breathing room, but what we need to do so that our picture can go all the way to the bottom of this gradient here, we're going to edit section, and on height we're going to click the 3 dots and change the 1 to a 0. That means there is no spacing on top or bottom of this section. We will pull down our text, give us some breathing room. We can pull down the bottom here as well. Let's give us some more room to play with here. I'm going to highlight my text and actually change the color to white for this example. I think that looks better. And now we need to add a block. We're going to add an image block. This is going to be for our picture. I'm going to hit the pencil icon, add an image. Like I said, I already have this image on my site. So I'm going to select from library. If I search for founder, there it is. That's just the file name I have. And then there we go. We've got my picture over some text with a gradient background. You can stretch it up a little bit. I think Jenna, her picture covers a tiny bit of the word Jenna, but not all of it. And that is how we achieve a gradient background with a fun design feature. We will hit save for just a second. This is a live page on my site. There we go, and you can see I move the mouse around. We get this fun effect here with the gradient. So a little bonus for you here. I know I said this requires no coding, which as you can see it doesn't, but if I come into the bottom of my pages into website tools and custom CSS, I'm going to cut this code really quickly. Hit save. You see this little pause button that popped up when I took that code out? These art backgrounds, since they have the movement to them, they come with these pause buttons, and these pause buttons, in my opinion, are not very cute. So with this one copy and paste of code, you can take out that pause button. I will link that in the description and in the blog post as well, so you can just copy and paste that in your custom CSS. Again, it's got a line of code, but there's so many other tutorials out there on how to create backgrounds using CSS, and you have to customize the code with your colors and angles and all sorts of things. So I think this is a much better solution. I hope you like it. Drop a link in the comments to show us where you are using this gradient background on your site, and I can't wait to see what you've created. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I will leave another design tutorial right here for you to watch next, so you can really elevate the look of your website. And if you haven't gone live with your website yet, if you're still just experimenting with Squarespace, I have a 20% off discount code that I'd love to share with you. You can go to designingtherow.com/Squarespace and I'll get that right over to you.